Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroads Online. As you can see, we've got the sawmill pond full and the lumber is full. Got a few cars of logs left over even. So today we need to go spend some of this money I've made and buy cars so we can start transporting the lumber and beams over to sell. So that's the plan for today. I think I forgot to mention in the first video, if you hear like forest wind sounds, I've got a file that I play in the background on loop just to add some ambient sound to the game because it's so dead quiet if you're not buying industry. So in case you were wondering, that's how that got there. So I'm going to put brakes on here and try to get the pin. Oh, I want this pin. There we go. Then we just need to ride around, and we're going to head over to the freight depot area. What's fire doing? Throw a log on there. We don't need too much, I don't think. They're cooking along. So we're just going to go up here and reverse through and then head back out. This thing goes really fast when you're running light. And I think I added this after the last video. I've kind of lost track. It's been a busy week with work and everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I added this after the fact. And I also straightened up the grade a little bit. Going to the sawmill. So I'm going to try to get some track building in. I'm not sure if we'll get to it this episode, but I know some of you like watching the track building, so we will be doing some track building at some point. Right now, we're just kind of making money, getting some equipment together. Well, Bessie gets right with it with no load on. So we just need to reverse past this switch, and then we'll be headed towards the freight depot. There we go. Nice simple track layout, but it gets the job done. Bug is still there. When you first hop into the Loco UI, you push a key, it starts from 0. It doesn't start from where your regulator is. Pretty sure I reported that like a year or two ago. Maybe I need to report it again. Should be an easy bug to fix. Just when you pull up the Loco UI, set that value to whatever the regulator is. I would think it would be an easy bug. Of course, I don't have access to the source code. Alright, I'm going to chug on down to the freight depot yard. I'll see you there. I was going to go through the reverse loop to turn around, but maybe we should just build like a turntable here real quick. Question is where to put it. So let me get off this section of track. We'll just go ahead and do some track laying in this video. How about that? Get off this section. This is where the skeleton cars derailed. Not sure why. I didn't... somebody had made a suggestion that I might have replaced the switch and didn't link up track or something, but this was all laid together at the same time with the little yellow chain linky. So I don't know why they were being goofy. As always, save early, save often. We go run down here and see. Might have enough room for a switch right after the stub switch. I need to turn the running speed up. I think you could do that in Railroads Online Extended. A lot of running around when you're doing track laying. Did I put these back to back? Yeah, I didn't leave enough room. 2 switches. So we'll just redo this part. Thinking as I could put a switch here. Be a left switch. Yeah. Switch. That way the control stands aren't together. I was watching a video and they were saying, I think that the turnout curve is like, let's just keep that curve. And I'm going to move this guy. Let's go ahead and move it. Brake on. Yeah, brake is on. Then we can get rid of this guy. Come on. And I want to continue the left-hand switch. Like so. To about 4 meters, and then we'll tighten it up. We're still doing small locos, so nothing here is designed for the larger locomotives. Then do we have room to stick a turntable on here? No, we got the bar buying track over there. Let's just do. Yeah, I do like that they added the snap option. Makes this a lot easier. So wish we had a hotkey to go to straight. That would be a big saver. We'll put a track here, and then do I have room for the... I have room for a bumper, so we'll just leave it. So that'll let us get reversed. How do we get a... we put a little engine house in here? Come out about 10 meters, and then... like a 50 curve here. That, and then I can't remember, do we need a back? That button. We go back. Right click outside of it. Okay. Facilities, engine shed. Here we go. Let's get like a... red? Aspen gold, maybe? Oh, this doesn't snap, does it? I think it may snap. So let's just stick it like here. Yeah, we can snap on from that direction. What do we get if we just snap it like that? There we go. I feel like we should have done a switch, though. That would have made more sense, wouldn't it? You delete facilities. You. No, stop it. Stop it! I clicked on the drop down. Okay. My track planning tends to be all over the place. Trial and error is my main method. So we need to switch to the right with the control stand on the right. Let's grab the straight rail. Actually straight. To say about 10 meters. Just kind of get us, keep hitting track, and it's not in track. Facilities. This will get the shed in just about the right location. It's going to fall in the realm of close enough. See if this works. You have to start on this one. Be a little bit jank. When I say a little bit jank, I mean a lot jank. That'll work for the small locos, though. We have to drag. Or if that'll save with the door open. We'll find out. Alright, now we can reverse our loco. Sorry for that little tangent there. Then drop into the save. Then we'll slowly run back to our locomotive. And let's see, you are set. I need to build some track over here. So a little trick I learned from a track laying video I was watching. I think it was Kist Gaming. I forgot to look up the channel. K-I-S-T. Something like that. And they had a good tip about using shorter section. And something I didn't know, if you make really long curves, they end up more like a J than a circle. So let's do a 90 at 10 meters here. If I remember, I'll put a pinned comment or in the video description that channel. He's got a track laying series that had some good tips on it. Do the same this direction. We should get a smoother curve that way. Let's do this. That's a little further than I thought. That's not terrible. So what do we get if we just link these together now? It's not going to be the best looking passing track, but that's okay. I'm more about function looks. And that's fine. So we're lined to go through there. That's great. Up another save. All right, let's get Betsy turned around, get some cars bought. That was the goal here. Getting distracted doing other thing. Do you like the chuff sounds? That adds a nice little touch to the game. If I can move the turntable in Roads Online. Don't see any option. Just looking at my other monitor there. I wish there was a foliage cutter on the tracks, but I guess it kind of looks like it's overgrown. It has a little bit of a charm to it. Alright, let's ease on over to the turntable. Perfect. Still pushing. A little bit of speed up. Trying to kind of get a feel for how much it slowed down. Now, can I only push this from the handle, or can I push it from over here? Only push it from the. So I'm glad I put this track on the other side, that we can line up with this track where we can see better. We'll be all lined up. Now, can I stand on here and push it? That'd be kind of funny. Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Oh, a little too much. All right, and then it's right mouse button. Go the other direction. Doesn't have to be exact, but we'll get it pretty close. There we go. That should do her. All right, good deal. I just need to buy some cars. So I need the flat car, this guy right here. It's going to be the 200 series of cars. And what color do we want? A lot of different color variations. Let's do 4. Oh, shoot. That was the wrong control stand. Sorry, Betsy. My bad. Sure. Alright, so now we actually do need to change that. Change this one. I should have paid more attention. Yeah, we want that flat car. We want number 4. This is going to be 201. How much money do I have? I've still got 2,500. Alright, let me order a bunch of cars, and we'll get them hooked up. Since that other car is in the way, I was only able to buy 5. We'll get these 5 hooked up. And I don't know if you guys want to see me couple up cars, but we'll do it. This is how I do it. Get them 2 at a time. There you go. Throw a linky on the back. Take the brake off. And we'll come back forward. That was about a foot shorter. See what I was doing. So that's the stub switch. Grab these two. Somebody commented that I guess the early stub switches on the prototype, the control stand was backwards as well. So maybe that is prototypical. I mean, it makes sense from if you're using that style switch stand, why it's backwards. So maybe it was that way until they made a more complicated linkage. All right, break off on that. Linky on you. A lot of running back and forth. This guy over there. You have a linky. You have a linky. Linkies all around. So the skeleton cars don't highlight, so you don't know like which one you're picking up. I don't know why they're different. Plus their hitboxes off. Alright, there's 4 cars. Exciting stuff. It gets more and more difficult to see from first person how you're doing. We need a couple sticks of wood on the fire there. See our pressure's getting down. And that should be about right. Throw on the brakes. Just close enough. If you derail, you're fine. You're just riding on the rails. Glad these stakes are clippable. Must it be tricky running across the terrain. Use full reg as our pressure's coming down quite a bit. Yeah, we'll get some speed up. And we'll let momentum do the rest. Did get a linky on there, so we're good. Maybe we'll take this over and use it on the log train. At least we'll get it over by the sawmill. Out of the way. Viewer off, everybody's linked up. I think we're good to go, so you know the drill. Let's drop a safe. Because it won't surprise me at all if we get launched into low Earth orbit. Trying to pull these out of here. Alright, oh, wrong lever. We're running out of pressure here, fire. Should be enough to get us over there. At some point, I need to get a wood, is that firewood depot? I forget what it's called. Wood depot put down. I have to throw a switch, so RROX to throw the switch down there, so it doesn't have to auto throw. So this will be a start. I'll get more cars, but we'll start with 5. That's fine. Because I want to get the little Shay. Because it can handle tight corners. I believe, isn't it 2,500? I've got 1,750 left. I think if we go look. Shay. There it is. Yeah, 2,500 bucks if we don't change any options. So that's our next purchase, that little guy, for the tight curves. We've done most of the other locos. There's some newer locos we haven't done, but like I said in the first video, I'm making this like a logging railroad, so tight curves. And that's what that little shay is good at. Tight little curves, so. Then once we get into the other areas of the map, we'll design them for the bigger locos. Alright, our boiler pressure is coming back up. So let's get some speed on. First, we need an F12. Oh, right in the way there, tree. There we go. Another F12 just in case we need one. And we're probably going too fast, so let's slow down. Whee! Alright, I'm going to chug on over to the lumber mill and start getting this thing loaded up with some lumber and beams. So I think I have room. I'm going to stick this extra log car on the back of the log drain. And I might make that the front of the log train. So we're pulling the heavy car up front. See if I can... I think I can get that on there. Have everything out of the way. Then we'll just have the 5 stake cars ready to get loaded up. So a lot of switching in this video. And that's what railroading is all about sometimes. You pull up past that control stand, start getting some brakes on. Done a little bit of testing, and it seems like even though the wheels lock up, it doesn't detract from the braking effort. If your experience has been different, let me know. So I think it's just a visual thing that it locks the wheels. Because in reality, that would be way less braking effort, because you would only have the friction. The wheels are locked, you only have friction from the contact point of the wheel, which is incredibly tiny. Versus if the brake shoes, you know, you've got all this contact area on the wheel causing friction. That makes sense. But as far as the game goes, it doesn't seem to make any difference. So we're going to actually unhook you and just push you back in there. First, break off. Half-hearted whistle. Away we go. See if that'll get her done. Oh, it's not going to be out of the way, though, is it? Oh, let's get it coupled on here. There we go. And then I had a brake on, I think on the other end. That should be good. Review, we just need to push it back in here a little bit. Actually, I'm going to drive from the other screen so I can see what I'm doing, so pardon me. Alt tab over here. Open up the controls. Break off. Just need to push this back so it's clear of this switch, and I think we'll still have enough room down there. Find out. I need you to push, Betsy. There you go. I don't know if that's going to do it or not. Come on. No, we're right at the junction. Don't really have enough room here. I'm going to leave it like this because I need room to get out that direction. And we'll worry about this. Hopefully I remember. We'll worry about this next time. All right, we'll get that brake on. These guys are not connected. So, let's go over and get loading, shall we? Can't breathe back here. Too much smoke. Alright, let's get some brakes on. This is slow. Down here so I can see what I'm doing, and then try to get Alt Tab back up. Brakes. A lot easier to get the brains lined up. About there, maybe? We'll see how we do. The back one, get some, try that. Getting both those cars. All right, cool. All right, well, I'm going to get this loaded up, and we'll be selling a bunch of lumber and beams, getting some money. The next step, we'll do the Shay. And also get more of these cars. And that's the plan, just continue to make money, and then we're going to have to eventually branch out to the iron mine. So that'll be exciting. And I want to do my usual route, I think, but I might make a few modifications. But the plan there, well, actually, I need to look at some of the new locomotives and make a plan. So before we lay track to the iron mine, I'll be researching the tractive effort and stuff on some of the newer locos. And maybe we'll do something different. I'm not sure. But anyway, that'll be it for this video, folks. Thanks as always for watching. I'll catch you next time. Take care.